What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com. Thursday, the 18th of March. I'll get you on a free play, get you on a recap for what we did for Wednesday, tell you what we got going on. And I'm going to do something for you guys, but I'm going to tell you a little message I got today that I just found amusing that I think you might too. But first and foremost, hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. As you're doing that, hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any time we do one of these free play videos, which we do every day. When we go live, when we do anything like that, you'll even get notifications when I post something on the YouTube community, because sometimes there's free plays in that. Check the description of this video, and you can hit the join button for channel membership so you get exclusive content that's not posted to the public, which includes additional premium and top plays, all posted there for free. There's some MLB futures in there that are premium plays that are not out on free play videos, that are only for the members and people that have purchased the MLB futures package, so on and so forth. And then also follow us on Twitter. You'll see the handles in the description of this video below. We do free plays there almost every single day. And then smash the like button, guys. You have no idea how much we appreciate it. It really means more to us than you know, and it really knows that, hey, you're enjoying this stuff. Let's keep it going. And the more likes we get, the more engagement we get, the more of it we're going to do. So before we get on a recap, I want to tell you a little story. So yesterday, I announced on video that I was going to be giving the remainder of my NHL season, which I charge $1,500 for. Usually it's $2,000 for the season, but this year, being that, we had a year of COVID and a 5-month sports shutdown, so on and so forth, we had started doing some of our seasons, like we did NBA, we did college basketball, our football seasons, and NHL. We did them for all a good bit cheaper this year. Now, obviously, late 2021, when this stuff restarts up, or even into 2022, those prices will go back to normal. But we wanted to take care of our loyal followers, fans, subscribers, clients as much as we could. So we sold it for $1,500 this year. Obviously, great turnout. People love the NHL. People know how much we win in it. Last year, we probably had the best year on record. We usually kind of teeter between that 67 and 70% mark, which there's nobody in the industry that does that. There are people that tout themselves as these big bona fide hockey experts, and it's like, oh, I live in Canada, and that's supposed to mean something. Just because you live in a colder climate, that yes, up there hockey is definitely bigger than it is in the lower 48 states. I say lower 48 like Canada's part of America or something, but you get what I'm saying. Then it is in America that you just are all of a sudden born with more knowledge. Hockey is a sport very, very similar to baseball when it comes to investing in it, how the game is played from a scheduling standpoint, and how long it goes, how tiring it can be for the players, because it's truthfully nonstop for months on end. It's not like football where you play once a week. And it's not like basketball where, yes, you do play for longer stretches of time, but you're not playing every single day, month after month after month after month, playing, 100-something games in a regular season. And every single year, we do numbers that a lot of times, even people that do buy it, they don't believe it. And then when they do it and they become a part of it, they're like, wow. And we have turned so many people that have invested into our hockey from just investors because they wanted to make the money. They started making so much money in it that then they wanted to start watching hockey and going to hockey games. And we have turned a lot of people into big hockey fans, which, hey, is great. It's a great sport. But we had somebody today, and last year we hit almost 77% for the year. We spent most of the regular season above 80%. And we spent well beyond through the all-star break of hockey, well above 90%, sitting with only one loss in NHL top plays for half the season. We just were not losing, period. So we were so excited to not only get hockey back earlier or late in 2020, went through the playoffs. Obviously, our futures prediction on the Stanley Cup cashed because we had Tampa Bay before the season even started. We had a great Stanley Cup Finals and playoffs, made a bunch of money. And then with the start of the 2021 season, we were even more excited. And we've had a great season thus far. We are going to finish out this season above 70%, and I have no doubt. And there's no more proof of that going to happen than what we've done in the past, week. And today, I had somebody send me a message saying, "Hey, I see that you got this deal going on for the remainder of the season, but why would I buy the season pass when the season's almost over?" And I said, "The season's not almost over. The regular season doesn't end until mid-May, and then you've got basically a month of playoffs, and then you're going to have a week all the way up to 10 days of the Stanley Cup Finals, because I know there's going to be fans there. They're not going to play these games back to back, which the NHL is always known for taking a break in the Stanley Cup Finals a lot of the times. You play a game, you take a day off, and you play a game. So even if it was just a 4-0 sweep, you're still looking at it taking 7 days when you take in travel and an off day there." And so they said, "Oh, I thought it was getting ready to end." And they said, "But still, I would be better off just buying packages week to week, only having to spend $99 instead of having to spend $400 right now." And I said, "That may be the dumbest logic I've ever heard. And the math doesn't add up." I said, "Think about what you just said." I said, "You're going to spend $99 a week. Sure, today you'll spend $99 instead of $400. But you're going to go out for 3 more months, and you're going to spend $1,200 a week for, doing it week to week." And that's just saying you did it for 12 straight weeks. There's going to be more than 12 weeks of hockey. So at minimum, you're going to drop $1,500, or you can spend $400 and get all of that. I said, "So tell me how in the world you're better off buying week to week." And his response was, "You're just trying to take more money from me." I said, "Brother, you emailed me." I said, "I don't even know who you are. If you don't want to buy it, you don't have to buy it. I didn't email you begging you to buy this. I didn't ask you to buy it. I gave the viewers, the fans, the clients, everybody a chance to jump on for cheap because I want them to take part in the winners. If they don't want to, that's fine by me. I'm not going to sleep any differently tonight." I said, "Don't email me and say that I'm trying to take money from you when you reached out to me." And so since people think that you would be spending $100 per month on enormous winnings and profit in hockey, and that $100 a month is apparently too much and I'm being greedy, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. One day and one day only. And that's only for Thursday. Don't email me after midnight on Thursday. Don't DM me. Don't reach out to me on Friday or Saturday and say that you missed it or you thought about it or yada, 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 because I will ignore it. This is one day and one day only. You're going to get over 3 months of hockey remaining when it comes to the regular season and the playoffs. You can get the rest of hockey, every premium and daily top play that I have between right now through the Stanley Cup Finals for $299. If you don't want it, that's fine. It's no harm, no foul, guys. That just goes to show you that I'm charging you $75 a month to give you everything that we're winning in. Take it or leave it. I love you guys. I appreciate you more than you know. I want to take care of you. I want you to take part in this. So take advantage of it if you like. If not, oh well. What we've got going on at the site is my 2021 MLB Futures package. That gives you all of my season win totals that I've locked in. It's giving you multiple division winners. So to kind of give you an idea of what I've got is I put 2 premium division winners. And I'm not going to tell you what division they're in, but one of them is not even projected to come into the top 3. They're if you look at multiple sources, and many of them, they are projected to finish dead last in their division, and in some of them, they're projected to finish, one spot above dead last in their division. I've got them winning their division outright, big plus money. That's locked in as a premium play. Then I've got another one. So I've got 2 division winners locked in, both premium plays, and everything on these are premium plays, guys. I've also got my World Series prediction. That is also a premium play. I have never lost a World Series prediction other than when I predicted the Houston Astros before the season started to win it in 2019, and they lost it in Game 7 to the Washington Nationals, and what may have been the biggest fluke of a World Series any of us have ever seen. It was just absolutely crazy. And then other than that, 6 season win totals, all premium, locked in, ready to go. So you get you're getting 10 picks already locked in. I've got 2 more that I'm looking at and highly considering. I'm still kind of weighing some options, going over a little information, and there may be 2 more that I lock in. If I lock them in, obviously they're included with the package that you buy. If you get on the MLB season or you are an all-access member of any kind, 30-day or 1 year, you get these, obviously. If you are not and you want to get these, it's $49. Just go to chasewins.com, jump on the 2021 MLB Futures Pass, and you get every single one of them. You get instant access to it the second that you make your purchase. Other than that, March Madness kicks back off on Friday with the tournament, the big tournament, guys. And this package is $99. It's going to give you every premium and daily top play that we have from the kickoff of the NCAA basketball tournament through the national championship. If we have prop bets for the Final Four of the national championship, you will also get those. So you get all that for $99. Make sure you can look in the description of this video below, and I've got this stuff listed out so you know you don't need a coupon code. Everything is already on the site, but keep in mind, the NHL pass is only going to be $2.99 until midnight on Thursday night. So make sure you jump on. Let's get on a recap. Another great day in the NHL. Now, let's start out. Jerry had a 2-1 soccer day. I told you he was going to have another big day. He absolutely crushed it again. And I don't know, he was talking to me earlier, and again, he's the soccer expert. I'm not. I stay in my own lane in that one. He was saying something happened with one of the games, and it should have been 3-0. I stay in my lane when it comes to that. But another great day. He's turned profit yet again. I mean, guys, it's been, a week since he's had a losing day? And it's been, over a week now since we've lost any profit any day. We just keep turning profit every single day, winning every single day. Now, the only thing that I didn't turn profit in today was the NBA, and that was because we went 1-1, and it was crazy. We had the Miami Heat. We have both underdogs in the NBA. Miami Heat +3, and they barely missed it. And it was so close. So close. But they ended up not being able to cover that 3 points, so we did lose that. But we came back to even the day up with the Dallas Mavericks +3 in a game that, just like I said on my email today on Twitter, both underdogs, I thought both of them would win outright. Dallas did so. So it was a 1-1 day. Miami Heat, you would have had to lay $1.15, so you lost just a hair bit of juice there. But other than that, it was a 1-1 day. Then we jump over to the NHL where we are absolutely scorching hot. I had 3 premium plays that I released. The first one was Vancouver and Ottawa. We took them over 5.5 goals, and it started out exactly the way we wanted it to. Vancouver took a 2-0 lead in the first, and I was like, okay, this is going exactly the way we needed to go. Obviously, they're starting out averaging 2. We only needed them to get 6 goals, but the game ended up 2-2 at the end of regulation, which, again, now I was hoping that nobody would score in overtime because that way it could go to a shootout and we would have a chance for multiple goals. All we needed was 2, and that would have forced that over, but it didn't. So we did lose that one. There ended up being 5 points scored. We needed 6, so we did lose that play. But in that same game, we took Vancouver on the money line at -$1.50. Obviously, they won that game. And then we took the Las Vegas Golden Knights. We took them in regulation on the money line, -$1.55, and they ended up taking care of business pretty handily. They ended up going up 4-3 late in the third period. That should have been it. And then they ended up giving up a goal, but they came right back, scored another one, 5-4 game, and another win, and another winning day and day of profit in the NHL. That's a 2-1 day for Wednesday. And just to give you an idea of what we've done, like I said, basically in the last week, we've gone 8-2 in NHL the last 3 days and 12-3 in the last 5 days in the NHL. If you were to have purchased the NHL season for $1,500 5 days ago, and you're betting a few $100 a game, you've made your money back and you've turned profit already. Hell, if you're only betting $100 a game, only $100, you're probably going to have, make your investment back by the time we close this week out. $299, you get every single premium and daily hockey pick that I have from now through the Stanley Cup Finals. And in honor of how great NHL is going, I'm going to give you a free NHL play. 7 p.m. Thursday night. My team, and who I think is the best team in hockey, face off. Tampa Bay versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, this is one of those games where you can say what you want about Tampa Bay struggling if you want to, because in true, if we want to be truthful about it, in some regards they are, and that's because they are undoubtedly the best team in hockey. They have been for the last few years. Obviously, they had a really, really bad, I don't even want to say bad luck. They just didn't come in prepared, I guess you could say, in 2019, which booted them out facing Columbus in the first round of the playoffs in a year they should have won it all. 2020, we had them as the Stanley Cup winners before the season even started, and what did they do? They beat the Dallas Stars last year to win it. And this year, I really do think that they can repeat it. They are still the best team. There's not going to be a time where, if they're healthy, they're not going to be the best team. But in hockey, it's like baseball. A lot of things can take place, especially in the playoffs. But then you switch over to the Blackhawks. And what I'm saying about Tampa Bay is, say what you want about them struggling, because they are. Because when you are as good as they are, and you are the best team in hockey, there are things that they are doing right now that teams of that caliber shouldn't be doing. Very poor offensive games. They're giving up too many goals for as good defensively as they are. Now you switch over to Chicago, and I don't care what you say about Chicago, how bad they've been in recent years, ever since they basically went on just that 3 Stanley Cups in 5 years, 2015 being one of the most dominant hockey teams I've ever witnessed with my own two eyes, and that two-headed monster of Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews. They are still a dynamic and prolific offense that better be taken seriously. Now, in saying that, how many teams do we think take Chicago seriously? How many people do you think take Chicago seriously? When it comes to the average hockey fan, or the person that follows hockey, or bets on hockey, or claims to know hockey, they don't take Chicago very seriously. I see all too many times people are fading Chicago just like they fade Detroit, because they've got this preconceived notion that they've been bad, they're going to be bad, and there's just not anything good there. They're still one of the best offenses in hockey. They haven't really gone out and utilized all the great things they have, or else they would be a lot better. But I'm telling you right now, you're looking at a Chicago Blackhawks team that even right now as it sits is a playoff team. And people may look at me like I have 10 heads for saying that, but they are. And I think it's because they do get overlooked a lot. It bites people in the ass. And Chicago not only goes out there and win games that they should and that they can, but even games that they shouldn't. But the one thing that you have with both of these teams that they have in common, there's multiple things. Number one is their offenses. Both offenses are powerful, they are fast, they are unforgiving, and they're going to score goals. Now, the total of this game opened up at 6, and it still stays at 6. But here's the problem. Right now, the under 6 goals, you would have to lay $1.30, and you're getting plus $1.10 to take the under 6 goals. You can buy it down to 5.5 and lay $1.35. And you say, why is this? I really believe that this is, I don't want to say it's an overreaction, but I think that this is where the odd makers go back into trend world and they get caught with their pants down. Because the one thing, as I'm saying, that little woes that Tampa Bay is having is they are known, at least this year especially, they have a big offensive game. The next game, they have a poor offensive game. Win or lose, they score 4 or 5 goals in one game. They come back, they score 1, 2 in the next game, and it's like, hey, where'd that offense go? You blame it on tired legs. You blame it on the fatigue. You blame it on, hey, they had to rest some people. You blame it on whatever you want to. It's inexcusable, but it's continuing to happen. Chicago, you really don't have that issue. They go on stretches. You might have a week of poor offensive performances, and then you might have a week of blowout offensive performances where they don't score any less than 4 goals. Chicago is still a team that has averaged over 3 goals throughout the season. And in more games than not, they have scored over 3 goals. Is Tampa Bay a great defense? They're beyond a great defense. But that is where they have actually struggled the most this season. They play their best defense when they have their worst offensive games. It makes no sense. But when they're clicking offensively, and it seems to me that if you go back and look at everything Tampa Bay's done this year, the games that they've won, they click offensively the most when they are then playing good offensive teams, because they want to go back to the Tampa Bay of 2015 when they were average defense, fantastic offense, let's just outscore the other opponent. They couldn't win a Stanley Cup when they played like that. They had to tighten up the defense and go from average defense and great offense to great offense and the best defense. When they play teams with the likes of, and I'm just going to give you teams that play like this: Vegas, Chicago, New York Islanders, Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, Detroit Red Wings. When they have these teams that just fire offense, that's when they're in their comfort zone offensively, and they seem to do the best offensively. They take the most shots on goal. They don't worry about setting up the goal. They just fire it off. And here's one thing that anybody that follows hockey can't deny, is that Chicago has never gotten its defense back from its glory years just a few short years ago. So what you have is 2 things in common. 2 great offenses that are not going to be stopped. Are both teams going to come out and score 3, 4, 5 goals apiece? Probably not. Eventually, one of these teams is going to figure out the other. More than likely, that's going to be on the side of Tampa Bay, read between the lines. And they're going to be able to say, okay, you're shooting a lot of shots on goal, but this is how you're doing it. So this is how we're going to set up the defensemen, the wing players, and prevent you from just annihilating our goalie. We got to help protect those pipes. But the offenses aren't going to be stopped. Neither offense is going to be shut out here. And with both of these defenses leaving a lot to the imagination, and both offenses really clicking, I don't see any other way to not take the over on this game. Because when I broke the numbers down, I looked at it 2 different ways. I looked at it from them picking whoever they want to go in defensively, offensively, and playing however they can, not worrying about the rest factor, not worrying about what's coming up or what just happened the night before. Like in the case of Tampa Bay on Tuesday night, not worrying about that, just saying that this is the only game that matters. I came up with a total of 7. That was my number. Then you go into it and you take kind of the fatigue factor in there, who they just played. Is somebody going to rest? Are they going to be, maybe beefed up in the goalie department just a little bit? Because I actually think that these teams are going to be better off defensively from a between-the-pipe standpoint than they were both in their previous games. But even then, I've got the total sitting at 6, giving every benefit of the doubt to the defenses. Even if I gave every benefit of the doubt to both defenses, I'm still coming up at 6, and I can get a great value at getting it down to 5.5 in a game that I truly see ending up 4-2, 4-3, 5-3, 5-2. I don't see a world where this game goes under 6 unless you have 2 offenses that just can't put the puck in the back of the net. You're not going to stop them from putting shots on goal. You're not going to stop the offenses from having the production to do it. But there are times where you have offenses going out there clicking on all cylinders, doing everything under the sun the right way, but it's just like you cannot put the puck in between the pipes. And it happens. It's one of those things. It's like, great 3-point shooting teams in basketball. They go out, they shoot 45% from beyond the arc. They do it every night. You have the Steph Currys that go out there and, shoot 50 points a night. And then you have those some nights where he just cannot get a long ball to fall to save his life. It happens. Unless that happens, guys, this game's going over 6. There's just no other way to do it. And I don't care what goalie goes in on either side. I don't care if they sit one of their better offensive players on both sides. I don't care. Both defenses are playing well below what they could. Well, I say that both. Tampa Bay's playing well below what they could. Chicago's just not a good defense. The odds makers here are going off of the trend that after a great offensive performance from Tampa Bay, they come back with a slow, kind of a dud, and not much of an offensive performance, and they don't score much. 1, maybe nothing. So now they're automatically expecting Tampa Bay to go out there and shoot for 2 or less goals in the game, and being that their defense is up here, when it comes to the league standard, they'll be able to prevent Chicago from it. So they think this is going to be a 2-1 game, 3-1 game, something like that. Low scoring, and it's like they think they're getting you. I'm sorry. But unless the teams just can't put the puck in the back of the net, we're going to see a game that hits 6+ goals. In this game, if you are forced to bet the game at 6, go for it. Put it as a lean, though. And that's only because where the true value lies is getting it at 5.5. We laid $1.35. Obviously, if you're betting online, your book could be just a little bit different. But William Hill and Circa both had at the total at 5.5 at minus $1.35. That's what we bet. That is a premium play. That's already on the card. Make sure you get that. Like I said, if you have the ability to buy it down to 5.5, or if the line moves to 5.5, go for it. That's what I want you to take. If you are betting with some local guy, first and foremost, I would tell you to find another source of investing in games. But if you can't right now and you're forced to wager whatever they have, don't go over 6. But you can take the 6, just a little bit smaller wager. But either way, we're going to take the over. The over 5.5 goals. Chicago Blackhawks, Tampa Bay Lightning on Thursday. And guys, our totals plays in NHL, along with everything else, has been killing it. We've only dropped 1 totals play in the last week. So we're going to pick it right back up on Thursday. It's going to be a big day. Like I said, premium play, it's already on the card. We've already wagered it. It's going to be a big, big Thursday. Jerry's already got his soccer plays up. He's in Vegas this weekend, chilling with our clients for the kickoff of March Madness. So if you are in Vegas, reach out to him. He'll be at the Circa Sportsbook all weekend. He's got soccer up. I've got this NHL play up. And we are going to have basketball, hockey, soccer. There is, depending on what weather does, we should have some horse racing as well on Thursday. It just all depends. I know we've got some really bad weather going through the southeast, so I don't know how things are looking in South Florida at this time. We'll see as the day progresses on, but it's going to be a big day and an even bigger weekend. Make sure you jump on the rest of the NHL season. Get on the MLB Futures Pass. Get on March Madness. Guys, jump on a 3-day pass, a 7-day pass, whatever you want. Look in the description of the video below. It's got our biggest and our best packages on there, our most popular, short-term, long-term, whatever you want. I love you guys more than I can tell you. Sorry for the long video, but I wanted to give you all this. Members, make sure if you have not already, go check out the MLB Futures Play video that I put up for the members and go become a member. I love you guys. I'll see you back for another one. Hopefully we can go live on Thursday. We weren't able to on Wednesday. It was just too busy of a day. We had soccer going on all afternoon, so I was back and forth with Jerry a lot, talking to him because he was going over a lot of games. And then once we got those posted, I was kind of had my head buried in information until my plays were done and posted just shortly after 5 p.m. And then at that point, it was just a little bit too late. So hopefully we can go live for a little while on Thursday. If all goes according to plans, we can do a little March Madness kickoff. We can do a little baseball talk. And who knows, maybe I'll give away some free stuff. Love you guys. See you back tomorrow.